Hi, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Summer if you're new here. If you are not, hey sis, I'm so glad you're back because we got a lot to go over today. First of all, I just turned 30. I'm 30. What? If you did not see my last vlog that I just posted, I went to Puerto Rico with all my best friends. It was my very first birthday trip. So if you haven't, watch that and then come back to this video. Also, if you're wondering what this big fluff ball is right here, this is my dog Bentley. I don't think I've introduced y'all to him. Bubby, you wanna say hi? My friend. Here's his little face. Hi, baby. Grab you a beverage, a snacky, or whatnot. This video is going to be perfect for you if you're in your early 20s or about to head into your 20s. I just want to give this advice because I've gone through my 20s and I honestly, like, this might sound sad, but I don't mean it to be that way. I didn't really have much guidance. I was the very first person in my family to graduate college, and I was the very first person to move out of my hometown. So a lot of the things that I did, I was literally just like doing on a whim. I really just had to figure everything out on my own. So I think that was like my main motive for this video. Like, I just want to be able to help somebody the way that I wish that I had helped. Got my iPad right here. Y'all know the drill. Okay, now stop it. Trying to burrow into my pillow. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Number one, be intentional with who you keep in your life. So important because your circle really defines who you will be in your future. Have y'all ever heard the saying, like, birds of a feather flock together? Or another one that always sticks in my mind is, if your circle is not motivating you, then it's not a circle, it's a cage. The quality of people that you keep in your life is so much more important than the amount of people that you have in your life. Number two, move out of your hometown. I don't know how old you are, but when you get the chance, if you are able to, girl, as soon as I graduated high school, I went to college 5 hours away from my hometown. I feel like if I had never done that, I would not have the perspectives that I have today, because when you stay stuck in your hometown, you're not learning anything new. You are staying in that box. You are staying around the same type of people. You are staying around the same sort of mindsets, and you don't necessarily get to see what is out there. Like, sure, you can be scrolling and seeing the type of lifestyle that other people live that are not in your hometown, but until you move out of your hometown and you experience those things for yourself, they feel too far out of reach. Please move out of your hometown. I truly feel like if I never moved out of my hometown, I would probably have like 5 kids right now. Yeah. We get one life. Move out of that hometown expeditiously. Number three, something that I'm still struggling with, to be very honest. Do not procrastinate on what it is that you want to do. I'm 30 years old and I don't know how I got here. And when I say that, I mean, like, I don't know where the time has gone. It flew by like this. And every single year that you get older, the time goes by even quicker. And that is honestly something that I realized from a really young age, because I remember, like, growing up, I didn't have the best home life. And because of that, I loved school. So whenever summer came around, I was like, oh my God, like, is summer over yet? I want to go back to school. And I remember, like, being much younger and feeling like the summer was taking forever. And then as I got older, I was like, wait a second, the summer is going by much faster. So every single year that you get older, the time is going to go by even faster. Stop procrastinating. Stop waiting on people to do the things that you want to do, and just do them. You think that you have time, and you probably do have time, but the longer that you keep waiting, the less time that you have. Stop waiting on people to do the things that you want to do and just go do them, baby girl. Okay, number four. This is one that I preach all the time. So important to me. Do not be afraid to start over. Your 20s is supposed to be for you making mistakes. Your 20s are your years that you need to be trying everything new that you possibly can. Your 20s are your years for exploring. Do not be afraid to quit that job. Do not be afraid to change that major. Do not be afraid to start a brand new life and move to a different city. These are the years that you should be doing that. Because imagine once you get into your 30s and 40s and, like, you're potentially starting a family, or you have a career where you can't necessarily move. Like, you're going to wish that you had made those moves in your 20s because you don't have as much to lose. Once you get out of your 20s, not to say that you're running out of time, but, like, you have more to lose and there's more at risk. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? I really hope that's making sense. Just do not be afraid to pivot. It's better that you pivot and you try something new than waking up 5 years later and being like, dang, I wish I would have tried that. dang, I wish I would have done that. I wish, I regret. The last thing that I want to do is be 80 years old and have a bunch of I regret or I should have. I do not want that for you. I do not want that for myself. These are the perfect years for you to be doing so. Okay, next. Don't do things just because you feel like other people want you to, or you feel like you should be doing them. The thing that you want to do, because imagine you do only take heed to the advice or live up to the expectations of people around you, and then 5 years from now, you're like, dang, I'm not happy. I wish I would have done what I thought that I wanted to do. That's regret. This is your life. Nobody else is living in your body but you. Nobody else is waking up with yourself and experiencing your life 24/7 but you. Of course, you don't want to disappoint the people in your life, but I think what matters most is your internal happiness, because again, this is your life. Number 6, prepare for a rainy day. Every time you get some money, you should be putting some aside for a rainy day fund. Because as fortunate and blessed and highly favored as you are, stuff happens. For example, I was about to go out of town, and before I go out of town, before I make a drive, I always go get my car checked to make sure that my car is safe to drive for longer distances. Tell me why the mechanic was like, oh yeah, you can't make this drive. Your tires will literally fall off. Like, my tires were bald, and I think there was something to do with my axle. Like, I needed to replace my axle. $1,500. And hey, if you got a family that you can call and be like, Mom, Dad, I need $1,500, by all means. You don't necessarily need a rainy day fund because your family's your rainy day fund. But for people like me, and I'm sure like a lot of people that are watching this right now, you don't necessarily have those people that you can call and be like, hey, I need this. Like, can I count on you? Because a lot of people in our life are also struggling as well. So like, if that's also you, I'm sorry for you, girl, because life is hard. But guess what? As big as our problems are, our God is bigger. And number 7, do not take things personally. If somebody does something that potentially offends you, and you analyze the situation and you don't think that they meant it in a malicious way, or you don't think that they meant it to hurt your feelings, and don't take it personally. You never know what people are going through. It's going to save you so much heartache and stress. I promise you, because most of the time people don't mean things in a malicious way, and you taking things personally is just adding more stress onto you for no reason. Number 8 is to be persistent in everything that you do. If there's something that you have your mind set on, then you need to be persistent. Like, I have been creating content for 5 years now, and I'm still not where I want to be. But if I would have quit, then I would not make it this far. Like, something that I tell myself all the time is the time is passing by anyway, so you might as well make use of the time that you have. You have to keep going. Think about it like this. Some of your biggest celebrities didn't have their breakout until their 30s. Like, good things take time and persistence and hard work. Things are just not going to fall in your lap and happen overnight. Okay, we're getting to the end. Wow, I feel like I'm like really spitballing this. By the way, this is my hair still from my birthday. Can you believe it? I've had this hair in for like a month. And number 9 is something that I have been working on for years. I'm not there yet. It's definitely better than it used to be, but it's getting better. So I want to tell you so that way you can start working on it maybe sooner than I had. But that is to do not be afraid to be vulnerable and ask for help. I went through so much of my life like silently struggling and not asking people for help, and like isolating myself when things weren't necessarily going right because I was too scared to be vulnerable and I was too scared to ask for help. But to be very honest with you, this sounds cliche, but vulnerability really is a superpower. It's so freeing when you are able to be like, hey, I'm struggling right now, or like, hey, this isn't going so well, or I'm hurting right now, because not many people can do that. Even though you may feel like weak in the moment, once you do it, it's freeing, and it really makes you a stronger person, because again, not many people are able to be vulnerable. We should not be going through life alone, and we're not designed to go through life alone. You shouldn't be struggling silently. You shouldn't be isolating yourself when you're sad or you're going through something. Last one, consult with God before every major move that you make. There are so many decisions in my life that I wish that I had just prayed on before making the decision, because it would have saved me so much time and money. If you do believe in God, just pray before you make any major decision, and it could potentially save you so much time, money, effort, tears, etc. If you have any other things that you wish that you would have known in your 20s, just anything that you want to add to my list, please leave it down in the comments, because I want this channel to be a place where we can help one another out. I don't necessarily want my channel to just be like me showing you my life and be like, oh my God, my life is so great, la 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 la. Like, if there's anything that I can teach you guys or any value that I can add to your life, I really want to do that. So if there's anything that you want to add to the list, anything that you think that I missed, or anything that you feel like, girl, that didn't necessarily need to be there, then leave it down in the comments. Or if there's any advice that you want to give me now that I am in my 30s, because maybe you're already knee deep in your 30s, and that is perfectly fine. Please leave me some advice, because like I said in the beginning of the video, I don't necessarily have those people that are giving me advice in my life. So I am all ears, but I'm looking forward to reading your comments. Thank you so much for watching my video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. And I love you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.